Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back at it. Here we are. Last segment of the show with Tom and Steve. It's The Local Show, folks. If you were wondering where you are, you're on The Local Show on WSYR. Now, you could be listening on 570 WSYR, or you might be on 106.9 FM, or you might be on the stream, which comes on the iHeartRadio app. For those of us who are wealthy and privileged, we have tablets in our refrigerators, so I get to listen to.
You do, I know.
I get to listen to it on my
not all of us can be you, Tom. When I grow up,
surely
I don't want to be you.
No.
I heard about that refrigerator on the last show.
Oh, yeah, it's fun stuff. Yeah. All right, so tell me about Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, because, you know.
It's real easy.
They've been with us.
If you've got an old will, update it. If you haven't put your home in a trust and you want to protect it for the kids, have a conversation with them. The myth that, well, trusts are only for really, really rich people. Okay, you're wrong. They're for regular people that want to protect for the next generation and not have long-term care gobble it up. Have a conversation. You've been putting it off. Call 370-9977.
Yes.
370-9977. John and Marie and the team at safeharborwillsandtrust.com, Tom.
One of my favorite people on the show is not you, oddly enough. It's Sheila Ohstrom. She's the owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions. How are you there, Sheila?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, gentlemen?
Good, good, good. So, Sheila, you got into this business how many years ago?
12 years.
It's been 12 years. Mm-hmm. Your mom had a dementia?
She did, vascular dementia.
Okay.
Yep.
And you were taking care of her and you thought, boy, I'd love to help other people. Is that how it went?
And I wanted to do it better.
Good. And how did you do it better? What do you got going? What is your business model?
The biggest thing is doing care with people in a thoughtful way. Mm-hmm. People with dementia experience things differently, and their brains are broken, so you need to approach them differently. So we do a lot of training with the positive approach to care from TIPA Snow with our employees, and we also teach dementia and also counsel families on dementia in different ways that they can work with their people.
Sure. And you have a dementia training program that's online, and you've often done it live, right?
We do both.
Yeah.
We do both, yep. Online all over the country, and then we also do it in person.
So how does it work if somebody wanted to just hop on? And I believe you don't have to have a member in the family who's got dementia. You could just learn about it, right?
Yeah, we've done it for lots and lots of people. And if they go to the website, our website at SyracuseSenior.com, the link is there to find out when the next dates are.
Excellent.
Yeah. I learned some things just, probably a year ago now. You guys were doing some training videos and how you approach people differently that have some dementias, and Alzheimer's is one of those dementias. I learned that. Mm-hmm. It's different. So you think, well, I'll just do it this way.
Right. It's not logical.
It's not logical.
You have to think out of the box.
And it can be incredibly frustrating.
Yes.
I mean, my dad had some dementia. I don't think he had Alzheimer's. He had some dementia, short-term memory. Mm-hmm. And part of you wants to go, there's a little frustration, but there were certain ways that he would grasp it and receive it. And at the time, I didn't understand the difference. And there's big differences, right?
There's a huge difference. And that's one of the reasons why we're going to sponsor the Dementia Care Conference. It's coming up in October.
Yeah.
Which we're really excited about. It's called Living with Dementia 2023. And it is going to encompass all of the, upstate area and all of the counties in the upstate area to help anybody out there who's helping a family member or they have friends that they want to help better, find resources. So we are going to be putting that on, and it's going to be October 24th at the Embassy Suites across from the Destiny Mall.
So, okay.
What's that look like?
Yeah, Tom and I are like, okay, unpack that. I go in, and what am I hearing? Who am I talking to? What problems am I solving
So we have a very jam-packed agenda. We're still finalizing a few of the pieces because we're trying to get as much into it as we can.
Sure.
So some areas we're like, okay, we need more time here and less time here. But with the dementia conference that we have coming up, we are going to start out with a keynote speaker, and we'll talk more about that specifically as we go forward. And here's some of the things that we're going to be talking about. We are going to have difficult dementia behaviors, how to deal with that, skills, tips, and tricks.
But I'm going to pause you for a second. So who is this? Is this for Tom or I or a listener that has someone in that space, or is this for a nurse or a doctor or a professional?
It is for regular people that are dealing with dementia and all professionals. It'll be a mix of both. There'll be professional caregivers and what they call casual caregivers. Not my favorite industry term, but anybody who has a friend or a family member or they are helping with dementia. So it is open to anybody.
All right, continue. I just want to say who's that for? Okay.
Yeah, and one of the big parts of our morning session is going to be about community resources. We're going to have a roundtable with a variety of people who can help people find answers. Where do I go for daycare, adult daycare for my mom with dementia? Is there a social day program that I can do? Is there a free program? What free programs are out there because I can't afford to pay for programs? So this whole conference is about the community and making sure that people can find the resources that they want and need. And some of them are, fee for service, and some of them are free, and some of them are on a sliding scale. So that's a big portion of it. We're going to talk about medications. We're going to talk about engagement. One of the big things people call us all the time, and other Office of the Aging offices, because they work with us a lot, is how do I engage my person who has dementia? How do I keep them busy? Because they need to be busy and have a purpose. Mm-hmm. People talk about it, but they don't show you how to do it. Yeah. So we're going to do a whole interactive session. It's basically an interactive live show and tell where we're going to have all these different types of engagement things, and we're going to show you how to work with your person. Wow. And get them engaged in different activities depending on where they are in the disease state.
Are you having people sign up in advance so you know how many people are coming, or do you?
Yes, we have a limited number of people that can attend, so you do have to sign up, and you can go to our, there's two ways you can go. You can go to our webpage, SyracuseSenior.com, and there's a link on there for the conference, or you can go to SyracuseSenior.com/event, and it'll come up that way. The big thing is with this is we are not making any money on this conference. Every single cent is going towards the speakers, the programming, and basically the cost of having a place. Right. That's the big expense. And if there's any monies left over, we're going to donate all of that to the Memory Care Cafe.
So wonderful. You seem pretty wound up about this.
Oh, I'm so excited. I know. I mean, we're going to have a legal panel. We're going to talk about Medicaid planning, MOLST, powers of attorney, living wills, healthcare proxies, why it's important to have them and what the difference is. Just because you can sign on your mom's account, that's not good enough. If your mom dies, that signature dies with her. Yeah. So you need to have things set up ahead of time.
So people can just to wrap things up a little bit, people can see all that information at SyracuseSenior.com.
Correct.
And they can sign up there, and put the bio. You'll see it right there.
Yes.
If they want to have questions, they can go 469-1000.
That is correct. And the cost to attend is only going to be $25 per person.
Oh my gosh!
But we do have. I'm creating a scholarship fund so that if that is a hardship for someone, they just have to let us know.
Sign up now. It's going to be a full house. People are going to come to that.
It is.
Sheila Ohstrom right there, owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions. You have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Awesome. All right, Steve, that's going to wrap up the local show, and you can go off and maybe get a little boating in. I know that your boat was underwater a little bit, but...
Thanks for reminding me. You're a big friend.
Bail out and do some fishing right there. God bless you and your families, folks. Take a walk every day, this and every day, with a friend or family member. It keeps the weight down and the mind clear. The local show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about the local show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, the iHeartRadio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising 3809.